Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Rebellion. So, Sivrin here is currently in an uprising, but I have several figures working to subdue the uprising, so hopefully, within the next few cycles, we'll be complete with our control over the planets, and can move on to some of the other targets. I know both Corson here and Avram have shipyards, which is a dangerous matter for us, so let's go ahead and continue on here.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Shania Rix continues to gradually improve her stats. She's up to 101.
Is reporting in.
Let's actually send her to Avram to see what they're up to. I don't think enough time has passed that it will that they'll have gotten enough reinforcements there to stop her, so. Yeah, as I said in the last episode, this is definitely a interesting dilemma that we're in as far as everything goes. We have many worlds that are kind of against us. Oh, I have Brandy here.
There is a message from Lord Vader.
I have a galleon as part of this. Single carrier cruiser is not much to work with. Uprising ends on Sivrin. Okay, I didn't think it would be done in 4 turns, but that will work. So as you can see, Sivrin is now, has moderate popular support, which is more than enough for me. So we're gonna go ahead and bring Vader and the other officers back to the Judicator. Let's see, Vader, you're at 150, Ozzel 142, 130, 150 there. Okay, so Bane Nathos will be the Admiral. Vader will be the Commander. I'll leave my 1 trooper regiment there for the time being. And let's go to Corson to intercept what forces they have there.
There is a message from one of your field personnel.
Meanwhile, Coruscant here. We can start work on another construction yard. Actually, maybe I'll just do 1 army regiment there, because I'm eventually going to phase out this last training facility in favor of another construction yard. My general go-to build setting is 4 regular construction yards, 4 training facilities, and at the very minimum 6 orbital shipyards. Preference is really more like 8, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you can. You don't always have the best options. We have a Victory Destroyer here, so you know what? I am going to actually transfer this over to Amwat. We'll condense our forces in this sector and try to make some decent work. Now, one thing is having the Victory Destroyer work together with the Carrier Cruiser. They actually kind of will work well. Reason for that is the Victory Destroyer has a hyperdrive rating of 60. Now, the way that hyperdrive rating works is similar to the way it works in the real Star Wars universe. Like in Star Wars, a Class 1 hyperdrive is faster than a Class 2. So in this instance, the Victory Destroyer has a hyperdrive rating of 60, whereas, say, an Imperial Star Destroyer has a rating of 80. The Carrier Cruiser here also has a rating of 60. Fleets move at the slowest speed, so having 2 ships of rating 60 will move quicker than having 2 ships of 60 and 1 of 80. That's why this little galleon here, I'm not going to have join the fleet. Oh yeah, and I still can't believe that there isn't a single construction yard in this whole area. So probably best bet is eventually to have Coruscant deploy one. Not entirely sure where. War Tandel could be an option. It does have some defenses. Alright, Avram's successful. They only have 2 X-Wings. Still have the 1 shipyard. And we also learned something about Supremacy. Here we go. We didn't really learn much, other than they're building 2 mines there. The Emperor has failed his mission. Good job, Emperor.
As you wish.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, Sivrin, I'm going to build one little gen core there. Now our fleet has initiated a blockade of Coruscant. That means that they have no one here. I'm going to, instead of risking a bombardment, which might potentially cause some damage, I'm gonna send out my guys here. Nita and Vader will go down. Vader will be the counter. Nita will do the actual damage. And one nice thing is if you're sending agents out on a mission directly in orbit, generally they complete that mission relatively quickly. So we sent them out on 65.
One of our agents is reporting in.
I'm gonna take a chance and send Chenier Rix out to Yaga Minor. It is a little risky because I'm not entirely sure what's there, but it might be useful.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Plus, she's relatively decent. She's 102 espionage. If I can turn her into a Jedi character, that would be even more powerful. Pietir has finished his job here at Gorman, which is working on troops. Now, one thing that I kind of like to do is I kind of like to leave a world as neutral. Reason for that, as soon as that world joins, that's generally a sign that there's one of their diplomacy characters there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take Balmora. We'll leave Chandrilla as is, and eventually if Chandrilla turns to the rebellion, we'll know that they have someone there. Alright, it hit turn 65 and they finished the mission at Coruscant. They do have an admiral here, but an admiral by herself isn't gonna do much. So we can go in and begin our planetary assaults. Smuggling losses, it looks like she did escape from us. Oh well. And just like before, we will cause an uprising.
There appears to be some
And then I will
negative
deploy
news
everyone
about support for the Empire.
to subdue that uprising. Now, eventually you won't exactly be able to always do this. There are alternatives, though, because you can recruit what is it? I want to say it's Storm Commandos or Imperial Commandos or whatever. Let's see. We'll look at it here. Yeah, Imperial Commandos can subdue uprisings. They can do other missions as well, but subduing uprisings is part of it. Sabotage of any enemy troops and equipment, and instill unrest in enemy systems or suppress insurrections. So probably if I used a large amount of them, I could probably get the same effect. But given the bonus that characters get to leadership, which is provided by the Emperor being on Coruscant, either doing a mission on Coruscant or just being there, it generally works out pretty well doing it like this.
One of our agents is reporting in.
I think one target I might want to try to take would be Balfron here. When I get the Victory Destroyer here. Because what that's going to do is give me a troop training facility here to really support my forces. Senior Rix has been captured. Ah,
One of our
bastards.
agents is reporting in.
Well, they have quite a few forces here. Interesting. Well, that's not a good thing. Especially if she's been captured on a starship. Because that's going to make things difficult to reacquire her, because more than likely that starship's going to flee. And then if we destroy that starship, she might die. So, yeah, that's not good.
A manufacturing message has been received.
We'll attempt to go save her, but I am iffy on our chances.
There is a message from Lord Vader.
Alright, making progress. Emperor, did you fail again? What the hell?
There is a message from the Emperor.
Alright, Gorman.
A manufacturing message has
I'm gonna build another Gen Core here to provide better defense, since Gorman is going to be a troop training facility. Clev, let's send you to Corson, since that's gonna be where we're going to do
One of our agents
fighter
is
research and
reporting
all that. Fighter production as well. I have room for 3 groups of regiments, so I'll go ahead and deploy them to the fleet at Corson.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Mendo, let's see, what are you looking like? You still got a lot of work to do. So, go do that work.
One of our agents is reporting in.
Gergerod. I guess we should send you to the planet that, actually, you know what? Consolidate War Tandel. Preventing them from having a successful uprising is probably my best bet here.
It appears that an Imperial fighter squadron has replaced its losses and is now at full strength. There is a message from an Imperial fleet indicating it has reached its destination.
Alright, let's consolidate this. Send Brandy over to the Victory Destroyer. Let's see. What's a good name for this? I don't know if I've done this. Oh, hell.
There is a message from the Emperor.
I don't know if I've done that name yet, but we'll try it. Okay, seriously, Emperor, what is your issue? Umgal over under blockade. Oh dear. Well, at least they left. But I should probably build a Gen Core here to provide better defense.
There is a message concerning
that was quick.
for the Empire.
Good job, Piet.
One of our agents is reporting in.
Menace and Dragon. Alright, let's feel out the rebel forces a little bit here. Deploy another TIE Fighter squadron. Send one over to Camperus. Or not to Camperus, to Amwat. And Ballfront, I said I should probably look at. So let's go do it.
There is a message from Lord Vader.
We're almost there.
There is a message from one of your field personnel.
Balfron has... Ooh.
Message has been received.
Huh. 4 Y-Wings, 2 X-Wings, and a carrier. I'm gonna try this. I am not entirely sure how I feel about it, though.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. We await your orders.
Alright. Star Destroyer is gonna focus on that.
Targets.
The Carrack Cruiser is going to focus on the fighters. Same thing for the TIE fighters. They might try to run. No, they're going to move to engage. Okay, this is going to be interesting here. Brandy, I hope that you're good. Because this is... So the Victory Star Destroyer, there's different ratings for the various ships. A Victory Star Destroyer, I think, has 200 shields. So it does not have a lot. It has really good attack, though. The Carrack Cruiser is pretty decent as far as its laser cannons go. So it's good at anti-fighter support. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is looking very bad. I may have made a horrible mistake here. And I'm kind of too committed to try and retreat here. So I'm really hoping that we can take out those fighters. They are all focusing on the Star Destroyer. Oh, jeez. It's down. Shit. No. Yeah, the Victory Star Destroyer is pretty much completely disabled now, so we can't even escape. They're moving against the Carrack Cruiser now.
Red group reporting. Target destroyed.
I think there's only 2 groups of fighters left. Yeah, the Star Destroyer is completely disabled. But we might just destroy the fighters, and if it's just the Carrack against the carrier, we might be able to win this.
Target destroyed. Red group reporting. Taking losses.
And more importantly, if the Carrack can get its tractor beam onto that carrier, we can stop them.
Red group reporting. Taking losses.
Good news, at least the Victory Star Destroyer still has its hyperdrive working. So we can fall back if we need to. Yeah, I think we're gonna be good here. But, oh, this did not look good. Now keep in mind, a Carrack Cruiser is not... Okay, they're trying to flee. A Carrack Cruiser is not anywhere near as good against starfighters as, say, a Lancer frigate. The thing that the Carrack Cruiser has, it does have a tractor beam. It does have some turbo lasers, making it a little bit better against capital ships. Now, in battle, ships can do some measure of repairs, but it's not much. Oh, please tell me that we actually have it. It's still trying to escape, though. Shoot. I think they're gonna get away. It's a very small amount, but it is moving, so unfortunately, it looks like the Carrack Cruiser is not quite strong enough to stop it. I'm not entirely sure how they determine, like, the quote-unquote mass of ships to stop another ship. If it's just perhaps on the tractor beam rating. Because in my modding of Rebellion here, I have noticed that there is like a excuse me, have a little bit of cough. There's like a tractor beam rating, along with, you know, ratings on everything else. So that may kind of balance against, say, the sublight speed rating. We're gonna damage it, but unfortunately it is going to escape. And this is perhaps one part of Rebellion that does get to be a little kinda annoying, just because you get to certain points in a battle that do kind of slow down a little bit. But obviously I don't want to like auto-resolve it because I am trying to destroy it, and maybe I'll luck out and do it. At the very least, I didn't lose the Victory Star Destroyer. That was my biggest concern. We'll see what forces they have on the ground. I don't think we'll be able to do too much there, but we'll see. We lost the tractor beam? No, they escaped. You have failed me, Captain.
The rebel fleet is withdrawing.
It's a good thing this
Empire is victorious.
isn't part of Darth Vader's fleet. Alright, set to very slow and let's go check this out. Balfron has, ooh, 1 KDY, 1 Gen Corps, 1 Alliance Army Regiment. Brandy has a decent combat rating, an okay espionage rating. I'm tempted, but I think I'm going to fall back. Because what's the status on the Menace here? Its hull has taken damage. Shields are completely out. Tractor beam is completely out. Sublights are almost all gone, and the weapons are completely gone. Now, the Victory Star Destroyer has a tractor beam rating of 2. So I'm wondering if perhaps, say, if it was being used against the, against itself, that 2 turns the 3 into a 1. And then if we compare the tractor beam on our Carrot Cruiser here, it's 1 with a sublight rating of 6. So I think that's how it works. Yeah, the escort carrier has a rating of 2 for its sublight engine rating. So I'm thinking it cut it completely out. So even though the Carrick had a tractor beam, it only turned it down to 1, so it could still escape. Okay. There's still some things about this game that I don't quite have a complete grasp on. So still working on. But we're gonna fall back. At the very least, we did some damage to their fleet. Build one more construction yard at Coruscant, and then we can start the real fun. Veers, I'm going to end your mission here, and instead deploy you over to at Gorman.
One of our agents is reporting in.
And the uprising has ended.
There is a message from Lord Vader.
Time for everyone but Clev to return to the Judicator.
Popular support for the Empire. There is a message from
Vader will be
Imperial
Commander,
indicating it has reached its
Bane
destination.
Nathos will be the Admiral, and Clev is going to do ship design research. And we'll start work on an array of TIE fighters. Alright, let's go over to Yaga Minor. See if we can maybe save our agent here.
A manufacturing message has been received.
Now, one reason I sent this fleet over to Kemperus, there is an orbital shipyard here. What that's going to do, it's going to improve the repair rates of our fleet. It's quite a substantial change as well, if I recall correctly. I still really wonder what's going on here. You know what? Let's make some espionage droids to send over there. The mission may fail, depending on who they have there. But maybe we can figure out and cause some damage of our own. Because if we can make this system fall, it can potentially take others with it.
What do you desire?
I'm taking a moment to look at the galaxy overview. Currently, I'm at 53 mines and 55 refineries. For every mine and refinery, you get 50 maintenance, if I recall correctly.
A manufacturing message has been received.
So that's something you always want to keep in mind. So, like now, I have 2 more refineries than mines, so I'd want to build two mines for that. Refined materials is an interesting concept. Ooh, there's 2 carriers here. I don't have any anti-fighter. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to try it. I have to be very careful here, because there's a lot of fighters that could cause problems.
Ship acknowledges mission assignment.
No, you are.
Task Force 2 acknowledges mission assignment.
Task Force 2 is going to be deployed all the way over there. If you're wondering what I just did, I selected this little box, which creates little nav points. This box creates the nav points to the farthest edges of the map. So I'm sending the galleon over there to defend. I am very concerned. I could... Let's try to take out those Corellian corvettes. The fighters I'm going to deploy over here. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to have my Star Destroyers take the brunt of the attack at first. Oh, they're retreating. So it's not going to be an issue. If they had decided to attack me, it would have been kind of iffy. I would not have exactly liked the whole status of the battle. But they're retreating, which is good. Although Shania Rix, she gonna be lost, unfortunately.
The rebel fleet is withdrawing. The Empire is victorious.
Although it didn't look like she was there. So maybe she was already deployed somewhere else. Alright, Vader and Nita. You're my star pair. Actually, you know what? Let's give Ozzel a chance to prove himself a little bit. Ozzel, don't mess it up. It's only 1 Alliance Army regiment. You should be able to do that. Hey, the Emperor got someone else.
As you wish.
Okay, Grammel, I am going to send you to Corson. Reason for that, generally I deploy a general to the very important worlds. Ooh. Apparently that was taking out those guys was enough to cause the planet to secede. So now we have a new world, if we want to potentially take over. So we'll head to Avram. So we're gonna watch Yaga Minor if it potentially falls. Chandrilla, what do you have? Oh, might as well make use of this. Alright, oh, what do I want to focus on? I probably should deploy a couple. Gonna deploy 3 construction yards over to Amwat.
A manufacturing message has been received.
I would like to do some shipyards at Corson, but for the time being, I gotta prepare to have some other sectors under my control.
One of our agents is reporting in.
Alright, are they going to flee again? Let's find out.
The fleet is ready, Admiral. We await your orders. Task Force
Similar thing to before,
beginning maneuver.
I'm going
Red
to
Group acknowledges
deploy my forces to save
Blue
my
Group
fighters in the
acknowledges
galleon.
Beginning maneuver.
And Group 1 with the Star Destroyers is going to head
Task
for the
Force
corvettes.
1 acknowledges beginning maneuver.
They only have one more fighter here, and they're still fleeing. Okay. Well, that's perhaps for the best. Because if all those fighters were to attack me without effective anti-fighter ships, it would be a bad time. Good thing, it's going to send this entire fleet out into the Outer Rim, or wherever the closest rebel planet is. Bad thing, however, eventually they're going to consolidate with other forces.
The rebel fleet is withdrawing. The Empire is victorious.
Alright, what do they have here? They still have not replenished anyone here. So, we're gonna go ahead and do an assault, take over,
A manufacturing message
cause an uprising once again, and deploy all of our guys down to subdue that uprising. Alright folks, so that is going to be it here for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me over on Twitch. Right now, I'm streaming once a week, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. However, with the way things are looking at work, we might shut down, so it might be more than that sometime soon, so we'll see. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.